finished up the spelling L to J results, as you can see, and then you just print them in color to the color printer in the library. And then I'm obviously at home, so I'm not doing that right now, but I will print them tomorrow, and then they will go. Like I said, I do everything in ABC order. So as I collected the students' assignments, I always do the white paper on top, then the purple paper, and then the yellow paper. Mrs. Lingle knows that as well, and so when she does this with the kids, she'll help you, or she'll help them get it done. But so the green folders that just say their name are their L to J folders. So when you open it up, I'm still in the process of I'm highlighting their words they got correct. So I know on the back it's highlighted the words they got wrong, but in this folder it's the words they got correct. So we're going to look at Helen's really quick. She got the words good, wet, and did correct. So I go in here and I find good, did, and wet. Okay, so those are highlighted, and you can see the other words she's gotten right already. If and be, she got correct. So I highlight those for her. And then they have two graphs. So I'll pull out the two graphs. Again, spelling is purple. So week 7, she got 5 correct. It is not an all-time best, so I do not add a star. She will color this in with Mrs. Lingle, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, for math, she got 0. Okay, so as you can see, week 6, she also got 0. So I just kind of highlight there, and then they know they do not color that. So that is that. I fold them back up, put them in here, and then I put their yellow paper and their purple paper, and then tomorrow when I get to school, I'll add their white paper in, or I'll have Mrs. Lingle do it, depending on the time that I have in the morning. So that's one folder done. Okay, so then again, I'm going to go to Tommy's folder. He got one word right, so I'm going to go in and highlight the word. He got the word be correctly, so I'll highlight that. And then his graphs, to graph his progress. About December, I stopped kind of making the line, and then I let them kind of do that. But anyways, he got 1 correct, so I marked the line. And then he got 5 correct for math. And again, math is the yellow sheet. So he got 5. Something I want to point out too is he got an all-time best with a 7. If they get the same amount, that is not an all-time best unless it's up at, unless he got 10, 10, 10, 10. Those are all-time bests. But a 7 after a 7 is not an all-time best. That's the same for spelling too. If he got 4 this time, obviously he's going down a little bit. But if he were to get 4 again, that is not an all-time best. He has to get 5 or higher now. So hopefully that makes sense when you're looking through that. But those are graphed. Again, it does take a little bit of time, especially for those kiddos that get 12 right or whatever. But I'll put Tommy's yellow sheet, and they write their name on the back. And I have them draw a picture, which you've seen to administer the test. So that's Tommy's. I do not have them I don't have them shove it in a pocket, because it's just easier with Mrs. Lingle when she pulls it out, and for me when I pull them out too. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of my students. I know too, like I said, I keep everything in ABC order. I'm going to show you this just so I don't forget, but Leonardo was my student that was absent. So on here, I just wrote, you'll just print this. You won't send it home, but I just print it anyways, which is probably a waste of paper. But when I scroll to Leonardo's, I just made a note. I still put week 7, but I wrote that he was absent. So you just throw it away. You don't need to send it home or anything, but just throw it away. But I just print it because then I don't have to go through and reprint everything. But in his folder, obviously I won't highlight anything. I'll go through his graph, and I will write the word, which you can see. He was also absent week 4. For that day, we took that. So I'll just go through and write absent, and I kind of make a line so that they can't graph that, because some of them would try, But I mark absent there, and then week 7, I mark absent. My highlighters are running out. I need to get some more. But I'll mark absent here again too. And then that way that is completed for Leonardo. When he comes back, if we're graphing as a class or if Mrs. Lingle pulls him up, she just knows that he was absent that day. But like I said, I keep him in ABC order, so I'll get to him later. But yeah, so that is how I do that. So I will continue on, and then, like I said, L to J, this is kind of time consuming, but I get it, we get it done, and away we go. So that is the folders for L to J.